Hey everybody, welcome to group break number 561. We have the other half of that case that we just did a platinum. You can see by some of the worst handwriting in the world, but you know what? You write at the angle that I'm writing at. So, anyways, here are your teams. Good luck, folks. And this is a random $1 start. Took a little bit to fill just because Whatnot had some issues today, but that's fine. It happens. Good luck. We had a Vegas versus St. Louis trade today. The Petrangelo Bowl. All right. Do you think we can beat the first half? The first half was good. We got an orange checkers auto of Colin Graft, 15 of 15, which is also the inverse of his jersey number. We had an Isaiah George orange checkers to 25. We had some like cool stuff, but no big names in a good parallel type of thing. All right, we're empty. And then we go boop, 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 spin, spin. Here we go. Dylan Strome for the Capitals. Sam Reinhart, McKinnon. These two base cards here trip me up. Luchenko, Slager, and George. They shouldn't be there. He's Gonsalves on the pink magma for the Bolts. Those trip me up a little bit. Let's put that there. Rutger McGroarty on the retro rookie. Barkov for the Panthers. Komesso, Fedotov, and Svechkov. Alright, that is a dangerous spot for those to be. But we're going to leave them there because I like to live life dangerously. Kuzmenko on the Rainbow. Lindholm on the Magma. Sweet selections of Celebrini. We'll see that guy up after. Stiplikov, Rempe, and Honzik. Tavares on the Sunset, Matthew Tkachuk, Rupe Hintz, Malatesta, Philip, and Andre Lee. Whenever I see Malatesta, I always think of internet icon Chuck Testa. Poland on the Rainbow rookie, Korchinski on the Sunset, showmanship of Brady Tkachuk, Lane Hudson, Del Mastro, and Oscar Beck. Oscar Beck. Oh, these are all upside down. That's annoying. We got Leanne Bischel on the Sunset. Kairu and Wallset with a Brindley, Pickering, Lilleberg. Maybe I can get away with flipping like this. Oh man, I took out exactly 99 sleeves. Let's go. Hey Cole, not much. Hope you're doing well. All right, Rutger Rainbow, nice. Lane Hudson on the sweet selections. Dobson to 299 for the Islanders. Morrow for the Hurricanes. Baines for the Canucks. Kemp for the Oilers. I'm gonna make piles for the numbered stuff, and then what I'm gonna see. We got a fragment. We're fragmenting here. Pettersson for the Canucks. Rantanen. Chris Kreider for the Rangers. Three of 125. Alright, I gotta move these over here. Michkov, Base, Kapanen, and Bischel. That's actually a really good base trio. Michkov has a couple little smudgies on it, but... You want to know what kind of cereal? See, I got choices. I got Fruity Cheerios. I got Honey and Oat Cluster Cheerios. I got Honey Nut Cheerios. Got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Got lots of options. Granlund Rainbow. That's not cereal. Ogren. Yan Kuznetsov, $2.99 on the marquee rookie. Arctic Freeze Steinberg. Celebrini. Actually decently clean. And Logan Morrison for the Kraken. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the full case, like, some of the pick your team for the full case is, I'm just gonna say, like, there's some really good deals there. Like, getting Philly for less than the price of a box is, when you got Michkov and Luchenko, two good rookies, is pretty solid. Pastrnak, Panarin, Kolosov for the Flyers to $2.99 on the rookie Violet Pixels. Blomqvist, Casey, Declan, Carlisle. But try and keep it as fair as possible, you know. Wyatt Johnson. Ooh, we got a rookie autograph. It's a left wing. It is. Andre Lee for the Kings. Not who you want to see. Not who you want to see. But if you have the Kings, see, that's the thing, you know. If you have the Kings, you're happy now. You get an autograph. Weren't expecting that. Butler, Brezzo, and Cooley. It's always the flip side. If you had the Kings, you're just like, oh, I wasn't expecting an autograph. I got an autograph now. Ooh, we got one of those shimmery boys. We got a Morelli retro rookie, Stankoven showmanship, and nice Will Smith on the shimmer retro. I think, what are they? The luster? Blue luster. They're shimmer, man. That's shimmer. I've opened enough Panini products to know what that parallel is called. I like how they all have to have different names for parallels. And that hockey can't have cracked ice. Which to me is very funny. Del Belbaloo, Scanlon, and Jack Thompson. Alright, that was a good end with the Will Smith. That's our best parallel rookie so far. Those are the one parallels that look a lot better in person than on camera. Everything else I think actually looks better and like more vivid on camera than it does in person. There we go. Two here. These two go to the bottom. This one goes here. This goes here. These go here. That goes here. That's all our numbered cards. This is all our non-numbered stuff. In theory. Here we go. In theory. 5. Zetterlund for the Sharks. Fedotov on the retro rainbow for the Flyers. Hyman for the Oilers. Mayu, Graf, and Rafai. I'm not reading the team names out on the base rookies because I would have a sore throat. Although it doesn't stop me from talking the entire stream, so I guess that point's invalid. Logan Thompson for the Capitals. Siplikov, Troy Terry, Matejchuk, Graham Clark, Brad Lambert. Seguin, Zachary LaRue on the Rainbow Rookie, or sorry, Magma Rookie. Stankoven on the Sweet Selections. Jackson, Blake, Romanov, Chibrikov. They should have put Siplikov, Romanov, and Chibrikov in the same crop for rookies. Faber, Braychuk, Matt Boldy, Kovalenko, St. Ivany, and Waugh. Joshua Waugh. Dude, every time this like rust comes across my like screen or my eyeballs, that's my screen. I always just like Phil Kessel because it's just like that half second of the beard glance, right? Joshua Waugh on the Rainbow Rookie. Laugh for the Rangers. Pastrnak on the Showmanship. Ostapchuk, Allen, Lysell. Not to be confused with Lysol. Sunset, sorry. Seamus Casey, Sharon Govich for the Flames, Ogren, and then Zellweger, Casa, Misil. Technically, the only thing that I would be consider as a case hit is that you should, in theory, get one of the multimedias or pond hockeys per case, because they're 1 in 288. So, like, right, because 12 times, no, and you're not even guaranteed one per case. One of those per case. So, nothing guaranteed, but yeah. Jackson Blake. You'll see on the power play. You'll see on the power play makers, and nice Columbus Denton Matejchuk with a Lane Hudson, Lilleberg Del Mastro, uh, 91. Nice Matejchuk of 199. But yeah, in theory, you should get a card number to like 25 or less from a case as well. But in practice, that doesn't really always work out because some cases are just absolutely loaded. So, Laugh, Lane Hudson, and Fragment of Zegras for the Ducks. Bolduc, Brindley, Pickering. Zegras is 121. Man, we are hitting like the high ones there. Logan Thompson, Rupe Hintz, Aku Ratu, Cosmic Rookie for Utah. 61 of 65. Andre Lee, Sipakov, and Rempe. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to pivot there. The seasonal allergies are getting to me. The seasonal allergies are in season and they're a little bit later than normal. But my body's been handling them a little bit better this time around. The NHL Shield on the side always gets me excited for those Shield parallels that used to exist. Bouchard, Zach Balduke, and Dylan Strome. 170 of 299. Back, Malatesta, Philp. That's just regular gold. It's not seismic, or it's seismic. It's not the good one. Cutter Gauthier, Michkov. It's a rookie. It's Shakir Mukhamadullin for the Sharks to 50. 23 of 50. Not the Shark that you want to hit there, but you still take it. Hanzik, Komesso, and Fedotov. Still has the potential to be a very good player. And look, you got the Will Smith already. Yeah, Shakir Mukhamadullin is they should, man, there's a real good opportunity to start calling him like Shark here. Get your Shark here. I think we have a blue auto, which is sticker. We have a sticker autograph. Ooh, Austin Matthews on the premiere. Nice short print there for the Leafs. Gensel on the rainbow. Barkov and Shane Wright for the Kraken. You know what? We'll take a Shane Wright. But yeah, honestly, like, the thing with him is that he's at least got some chance. Yeah, it's a sticker auto. All the blue rainbow autos are sticker. Nice Matthews. They've been that way for a long time. And Svechkov, Luchenko, Slaggert. Alright, there we go. We are all sorted. Alright. We need something I mean, we got out of 50 or less, but let's get out of 25 or less, right? That's the goal. That's the goal. So far, this bottom pack here has always been the autograph. It has been essentially bottom two middle packs are numbered cards. This is an autograph. This is typically the next lowest numbered card. So those are all your numbered cards, and then these are Sunset and Rainbows. This is the same thing last year, I think, actually. It was a pretty searchable product. Just if you're buying single packs, and they're not shuffled or anything like that, just be aware. I'll try and remember that to shuffle the packs every single time. So like you can map the product out pretty good. Tavares, Dickinson, and Draisaitl, Dean, Ishakov, and Colangelo. And like the reason why I share that is not for people to take advantage of it, but it's for you to like be aware if you're buying single packs, right? Like, just be aware. Tippett, Brisson, Bolduc, Dobish, Nazar, and Cal Ritchie. That's actually a really good rookie trio there. Cal Ritchie summoned Cal Ritchie. Nurse Rainbow, Kucherov, Perfetti, Husnadinov, Othman, Polter. Philip Forsberg, Jason Dickinson, JT Comfer, LaRue, Nadeau, and Klapka. And we still have some spots left in the Pick Your Team. Rainbow Rookie of Zellweger, Uyghur, Stanky on the Sweet Selections, Gonsalves, Ivan, Akil Thomas. So, oh, what packs are auto and numbered? Asking for a friend. This side. Scott Morrow Sunset, Reinhardt for the Panthers, Eichel for Vegas, Stanky, Ratu, and Steshka. God, I forget. I don't know. Just watch how I take them out of the box. Costa on the Rainbow Rookie. Nice. Pedersen. Tage Thompson. To 28 of 199. And his base right behind. That's happened a lot. Crozier, Morelli, and Cardwell. But yeah. Don't do sketchy things with packs, so. Wool, Kaprizov, Charlie Coyle for the Bruins to 299. Villalta, Dubé, Wallstedt. Yeah. No, I like honestly. Pack should get shuffled in the box every single time. McAvoy, Kaprizov, man. Cardhawks getting the Taylor Hall 299. Tried to pull that for Bill, but no luck. Bork, Ogren, and Kuznetsov. Nice. Pareko, Mitchkov on the Sweet Selections, Saros, again, I think, 32 at 299. No, we hit his red. Geeky, McLean, and Lamoureux. I feel like that's the first Geeky we've hit, but maybe not. 1 second. Yeah, that's a little sketch. Cardhawks, it's not great. It's just we have a Taylor Hall person in the room, so is that a base? I think that's just base seismic goal. Fedotov, Cutter Gauthier, and pasta. Some gold pasta, that'll hurt your teeth. Lots of iron though. Doan, Johansson, and Gauthier. And he wanted Yeah, but the 50th pasta. I wish the pasta was a 1-of-1. It's the regular 50 though. You can tell because it's got the little dotties. Autograph. Whereas the other one's more like a record because it's gold vinyl. Update autograph. Forsberg, Suzuki. It's base. It could actually be decent if it's base. Chicago gets an autograph at least. You know, I just don't like that those are in the product, man. Will Smith, Hellenius, and Mancini. If they're going to be in the product, put them with a second autograph from this year. Like, in my opinion at least. And like, I get there's costs and stuff associated with it. But like, if you can't get all the players to sign the card, which like, I get there's a lot of hiccups and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I get it's hard to do all of that, but like either cut down on the amount of autos that you're doing so players have like a little bit more time to sign stuff. Shrink the amount of products you do. Or the amount of, which also would just shrink the amount of autographs. Or put them in later and have like an update product. Like, again, there's ways that I think you can do it more creatively that doesn't take away from the whole experience, you know? Because it is, and that's like one of my biggest complaints about update autos is that you buy the new product and like if you get an update auto you're normally pretty happy, but like, or not normally pretty happy, like if you get a good update auto you're normally pretty happy. But when you get a bad update auto, it's one of the worst experiences in card collecting. Especially when it's like a box hit, right? So nice for the Leafs, Parayko for the Blues, Celebrini on the Sweet Selections, those are very common. Cardwell, Geeky, McLean. So, I mean, again, that's also subjective too, because some players that they put as top 5 and some players that they put a lot lower than that, I have big issues with, but that's me personally, right? Like, there's going to be differences on stuff like that. Bertuzzi, McCamadulin, Pedersen, Wallstedt, Crozier, and Morelli. I think there's ways that you can do it, that you can, you know, as much as it's like a new product. To be fair, I like Nemitz a lot. Nemitz is sick. Kucherov, Sagan, Trevor Moore, Ishakov, Villalta, Dubé. The reason why I would do an update product, I would turn, if it were me, I would turn extended to like essentially rather than the third part of like base, I'd turn it almost into like what if you've ever opened up Panini Chronicles, something like that. Bunting for the Penguins, Marchenko, Draisaitl, Richie, Dean, and Colangelo, where you have I mean, I wouldn't take Nemitz over Wolf personally, but I could see at least some form of argument for it based off of talent and draft position. Like, there is at least some basis there. But Kovalenko on the rainbow, Eriksson Ek, and Jesper Wallstedt. Poulter, Dobish, and Frank Nazar. But like, what I would do with oh man, you should have seen the first half of this case. This first half was actually pretty insane. But what you do with Extended is that all the updates that you get throughout the year, you throw them, or like throughout the year, you throw them in there as like bonus hits essentially. Blomqvist on the Sunset, Sanderson, Kucherov, Hustadinov, Othman, and Logan Morrison. So like, if you get an autograph back from 2010-11 SP Authentic, or you find one in the back somewhere, You throw it into that, and someone's going to be really happy when their box of extended has one of those. St. Ivany, Kaprizov, Logan Thompson to 299. Kuznetsov, Doan, and Albert Johansson. And like it's tough because you have the cup stuff, but like you could also just make that into its own standalone product where you just do smaller. What like again, what I think extended should be is like just a standalone product at the end of the year, not tied to the base set. Barkov, Tage Thompson, Nolan Allen on the red rookie to 199.96. Lamoureux, Bork, and Ogren. Because like I think that's a good spot, right? Like end of the year, you get whatever updates you get. Whatever updates you get, you can kind of throw in at the end of the year, and it's like if people know it's the update product and that like yeah, you're gonna get some old stuff that's not great, but like on average you're gonna get something like I think that'd be a much better experience. Especially because you can experiment with like one-off insert sets that don't need a full product SKU, right? McTavish for the Ducks, Marshall So, Bobrovsky to 99, 45 of 99, Mancini, Brisson, and Shakir. So that's what I would personally do if I were in charge. You could do one or two of those, because again. It's about making that experience, like, just better. So. Wyatt Johnson, Elaine Hudson, and Brock Besser staying in Vancouver, 42. 199 Gauthier, Smith, and Hellenius. Honestly, extended, if you were to do... If you were to just short print extended, like just make it a smaller base set. So you have 500 cards plus like say you have another 25 young guns, keep the 25 first round rookies, but put them as like a base set. Like just condense that product a lot, or do like more unique one-off inserts like you can either do two things where you can go really wide with the amount of different card designs that you do. We got orange. Is it rookie? I think it's base. Sorry. Maverick Bork. Matthew Tkachuk. Bo Horvat for the Islanders. 25. Hey, we got orange or better. Giles, Kolosov, and Lekaramaki. Ooh, stomach. But yeah. And again, like compared to your average baseball or football or basketball product, like hockey's still relatively affordable. Ooh, gold update auto. See, I like extended this year, honestly, from a value standpoint. It's pretty good. Ogren on the Premier. That's a weird... Oh, Montebo is the rainbow. That's why. McTavish. Daniel Gushin for the Sharks to 25? Yeah, to 25. I like him as a player, but it's an update. Yeah. Yeah. Again, like, that's just one that, like, you just want to see, the current stuff. But, yeah. I actually don't mind extended from a value standpoint. Because the base Young Guns aren't actually horrible in that. And, like, Celebrini and Michkov and Hudson are driving enough secondary value from their smaller stuff that it's not bad. Cormier, Poland, Rutger, McGrody. It's just, like, it's... Extended is closer to what I want Series 1 and Series 2 to be. Especially Series 2. Because it's kind of close to what old school Series 2 is like. And that's why I like it. Because I think if you do like all the rookie content in Series 2 type of thing, I think that would be really good. And you can stack the Young Guns in Series 1 so you don't have to like save them for Series 2 and space them out. Alright, break's done. Yeah. Let's do a little recap here. We got a premiere of Ogren, Horvat, Orange Checkers to 25, Brock Besser, Bobrovsky to 99, Allen to 199, Pasta to 50, Matthews, Akuratu to 65, Matejchuk to 199. We got a haul of fragments of Zegras, Kuznetsov on the Arctic Freeze, Gushin to 25, nice rookie auto there. Kaiser, Shane Wright. Honestly, Shane Wright's not bad. Andre Lee, Makamadulin, 250, but I mean, we're gonna call this Shimmery Boy. There you go, to 100. So there we go.